Racing's biggest weekend takes place this weekend. You've got Formula One's Monaco Grand Prix, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Coca-Cola 600, and of course, the 102nd running of the Indianapolis 500. Ed Carpenter Racing's owner-driver, Ed Carpenter, has the pole for Sunday's Verizon IndyCar Series race after his four-lap qualifying average of over 229.5 miles per hour on pole day. 32 other drivers will be doing everything in their power to make sure that Carpenter, not the one who drinks the milk when it's all said and done on Sunday. And that includes our next guest. It's Dale Coyne Racing's Conor Daly. Conor, you're starting 33rd in this race. I know it was a dramatic weekend for you to even make the field. Talk about the emotions that, especially on bump day, you had.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, I had not, been through a bump day experience like that before. I obviously grew up at the track. I've seen many bump days. I've seen people go through the highs and lows of this sport. But realistically, 2011 was the last one that I really remember. And that was when, Marco was trying to get in the field. Ryan Hunter-Reay didn't make the field. Champions of the race, Ryan, race winners, people weren't making it. So it was, you never know what can happen. And so we ended up in that situation where, we had a problem on our first run and we knew we immediately needed to make more runs. But I heard, a lot of people really enjoyed kind of seeing the craziness that was bump day again.
No doubt about it. You made it. Your buddy James Hinchcliffe and, of course, Pippa Mann did not make it.
Yeah.
For all the rumors that are out there about your seat in Hinch, are you good to go for the race on Sunday?
No, I'm. It's tough to kind of talk about that situation because it's like, I would love to see James in the race, and everyone would, but it's one of those things that we've put so much work into our effort that it's just not possible to kind of do a deal like that, sadly. But James will be back. Obviously, he's a long timer in this sport for sure.
We were joking; he'd be great in the booth for the broadcast.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
No doubt about it.
Fine.
Yeah. Now, being in the last row, I know that's not where you want to finish the race, of course, but you get to go do the last row party thing. Get 33 cents, I believe, at that. What are you going to be spending that money on?
Oh, gee, it's a whopping 33 cents is going to be a terrific addition to my bank account. I don't know. At least Alex Rossi's there with me, so we can share in the pain.
Yeah, Rossi was, of course, your partner on The Amazing Race. For people that don't know, Conor was on that show this past season. What was that experience like for you?
It was interesting. It was something that was very different, that's for sure. I mean, not normal life at all, things that we will probably never do again, places that we might never visit again, but it was totally worth it. A lot of incredible fans that have now, come to IndyCar races because of that. We met a lot of new people that have said, hey, we came to this race purely because you guys were on the show and we really liked you. So we're like, hey, that's great, that's awesome. If we can be helping the series at all, then perfect. So pretty cool experience to at least say that we did that. I think that's probably it for reality shows for us, but who knows what will happen in the future.
Maybe Big Brother next year or something.
Why not? I'll do anything these days.
We'll see. The Indy 500, this will be your 5th one. As a driver, what is it like to compete in this race?
I mean, it's the biggest race that we have. It's the biggest race in the world. It's the biggest single-day sporting event in the world. So it's one of those things that we all look forward to every year. I mean, it's IndyCar's biggest prize. It's the most prize money you can possibly win, and that's obviously great for everyone's life. So who knows? I mean, we're ready to try and have a good year. This place has treated us badly in the past, but it certainly owes a lot of people, and I think I'm one of them. So who knows what will happen come Sunday?
What did you learn from your previous races here?
To not be on fire. That's the only thing, really. Watch out for spinning cars and to not be on fire.
Two big things that I think any driver could utilize right there.
Or just any human.
Right.
Just watch out for spinning cars and fires.
Yes,
yeah.
And just stay away from those. Your sponsor this year, you're wearing a hat, the U.S. Air Force. Obviously, this race is on Memorial Day weekend. How special does that make it for you?
It's awesome. I mean, to have this incredible looking car, first of all. I mean, our car looks like a Thunderbird. I got to ride in a Thunderbird F16 not too long ago, 2 weeks ago. So to have that experience in my head and think, wow, these guys are incredible what they're doing, this amazing group of Americans. I love to be able to represent them, and hopefully we can do well for them on Sunday. But obviously, we just want to strengthen this whole program and hopefully do more with it, because I think they've enjoyed it. I think the car looks awesome. I think our fans have really embraced it really well. So I'm proud of it. We just got to make it as fast as we can go.
You mentioned flying up there with them. You have G-forces when you're in the car. How did those G-forces compare to when you were in the air?
Just a totally different way of delivery. I mean, the G-force that we experience up there, I mean, you're just sort of floating along and he pulls just back immediately and all of a sudden everything on your body just, compresses. So for us, we sort of expect it because that's what we're used to. We're used to this, lateral G-force that's coming through the race car, and we sort of expect that. But yeah, it was just something that I'll never forget for sure, and it's something that I'm very lucky to have been able to do.
Put your prediction hat on. Obviously, at this point, Ed Carpenter Racing, the entire stable, and Penske have been pretty solid. Are those going to be the two teams to beat on Sunday?
I think just anyone with a Chevy engine is going to be the team to beat. They've been supremely fast all month long. We know that there was two Hondas in the top 9, and obviously that was Scott Dixon and my teammate Bourdais. So it's going to be very interesting. Elio's going to be up there as always because he's just a magician at the Speedway. He's going to find his way up there. I do really hope Ed does well also because, I mean, he's been always fast at this place. But you never know. The Andretti cars are always fast too, and the field is so close this year that anyone could really do it because, Alex Rossi is starting right next to me in the last row. Yeah, we're at the back, but like we could easily, be at lap 140 sort of in the top 10. So that you got to play your strategy right. You got to get there, stay in the fight to be in the fight at the end. And that's our goal, to just be there right at the end.
Is there sort of the sense of the unknown? Is that a good thing this year, you think, because the new car and no one really knows how much passing there'll be, that you'll be more willing, and every driver is going to be more willing to maybe take some chances?
I hope so, because I think that means you can take advantage of others' mistakes. I mean, you don't want to be that guy making mistakes, but I think everyone, certainly in the last couple of years, have been pretty aggressive pretty early, and we've seen yellows lead to more yellows, and I've been involved in some of them because we've been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I think that could easily affect a lot of different people this year. So we'll see. The cars are really tough to drive in traffic. The downforce level is entirely different to last year, so I think people are going to get greedy. I think it's about being patient and just trying to be there at the end, and then ready to take advantage of whatever happens right there at the last 10 laps.
And then, Conor, you're from Noblesville, Indiana, which is a suburb of Indy. I'm from Carmel, so we're sort of rivals a little bit from that respect. But what would it mean for you to win the Indianapolis 500?
I mean, it's everyone's goal. It's every racing driver's goal. Even Fernando Alonso last year. You have Danica Patrick coming back. You've got Kurt Busch doing the race not too long ago. I mean, it's those things that every driver from every genre of the sport wants to be a part of. So I hope that I obviously have a good shot at it come 20 laps to go, 10 laps to go, and then hopefully 1 lap to go. But yeah, I mean, it would just mean everything. It's just it's life-changing. It's life-altering. Everything about it sort of changes from then on. So hopefully we can at least have a shot at it, because I wouldn't mind just even finishing in the top 5 at this point, because we got to get a bit of luck here, and it would be so cool for this team to be able to do that as well.
What type of milk would you choose if you win the race?
I don't care what milk it is, as long as it's there and it's cold. I don't even care if it's cold. It could be whatever. Let's just have it all.
Whole skim, 2%. It doesn't matter for Conor Daly if he wins the race. Conor, appreciate the time.
Thank you
have
so
a
much.
great race. Be safe out there as well.
Absolutely.